thatmovieguyUK.
I'm trying to rejig my mind on how to talk to a camera again. But apologies for last week, no review. I was very busy at work and life was busy. Go see Hotel Artemis because it's worth a go. Link in down there. Read it. It's good. Mission Impossible Fallout. This is a franchise that I have enjoyed since Ghost Protocol. I must say the first three films, I never really got into them that much. I've seen them a few times over. But ever since Protocol, Rogue Nation, and now we have Fallout, I am a big fan of the latter half of this franchise so far. With Fallout, it's very interesting because Christopher McQuarrie has actually come back to direct this film. It's not exactly a direct sequel, but I think it's good to have steady hands going on, and especially coming back, we have an actual returning cast, which helps even more. Obviously, the delay of the film kind of shocked everybody after Tom Cruise broke his ankle after running across buildings in London, and I think it was over a 6-month delay in the film, and then Henry Cavill had to go reshoot Superman scenes for Justice League, and then the mustache, and everything happened during this time. So, what is Mission Impossible Fallout all about, you ask? Ethan Hunt, played by Tom Cruise, and August Walker, played by Henry Cavill, have to join forces, the AMF and the CIA, to stop a ploy from a group called the Apostles, which is a group of spies that were part of the Syndicate, who are trying to retrieve plutonium to explode various religious cities and bring chaos and balance to the world. And they're going to stop it. I didn't really know what to think with this film to begin with because the reviews were insane when they came out last week. Everybody was comparing it to the Dark Knight of this franchise, saying it was the best action film since Mad Max Fury Road. These things are so pumped up in the media, it really doesn't help these kind of films, but the hype is real. 1000%. Without Christopher McQuarrie's return in writing and directing this film, Fallout would have just been another generic Mission Impossible film. But the fact that basically he has made a very good, I would say, sequel. It is a sequel to Rogue Nation, not exactly within time frame, but within the context and what's actually happened on Rogue Nation and the consequences now lead up to Fallout. It is very crucial, and this is what makes the film work so well. When you come to an action film like this, you expect high-speed chases, you expect gun battles, you expect hand combat. But with Fallout, the character development intensifies and creates so much atmosphere building into these action sequences. You just cannot believe what's actually going on. You really have your jaw to the floor throughout most of these sequences. It is utterly crazy. The hand-to-hand combat scenes in particular are phenomenal. I had a blast watching these. Seeing people like Rebecca Ferguson, Henry Cavill, Tom Cruise, they're all just badasses in this film. And I honestly cannot describe to you how it works so well. But without McQuarrie's writing and development of these characters, these scenes would just be very generic. And this is what makes Fallout a cinematic experience and not a movie-going experience. It is pure essence cinema. Even from the pacing of the film, this is a 2.5-hour film. It goes so quickly. You're never really bored. There's no slow moments. It is non-stop action. This is what Fallout is about. It is about the chase. It is a continuous chase sequence that happens from the beginning until the very end. You are guessing what is going to happen next. Some elements, yes, are predictable, but you are enjoying it, and it is an utter thrill ride. Even some scenarios where you think you know what's happening, it's the complete opposite. You should expect this from a Mission Impossible film, from the fake masks to fake scenarios and stuff, but it still feels fresh and exciting, and you have to give props to everyone that's worked on this film. Obviously, the big entry in this film is Henry Cavill playing Agent Walker. I think it was a very different kind of role for him. It wasn't so straightforward. He felt like a Americanized Le Carre character. And I dug the mustache beard thing. He was a tank in this film. The scenes between him and Cruise, I really liked. You sense the hatred between them and there's a lot of animosity, but at the same time, they work together because they're professionals. And I think the same with Rebecca Ferguson. It's great to see her back. I really do hope that she comes into the next one. Her fight sequences and just her dialogue delivery were just utterly great. I think I preferred her character more here than in Rogue Nation. Simon Pegg has definitely matured a lot more now. He's not just that sidekick buddy type of character. He is more of an agent. He's learning more on the field, especially with Ving Rhames as well. Ving Rhames is just the anchor of the IMF, and I think he really is the arc between the first three and the last three now, and it just gives you that subtleness of feeling at home with the film, and you can't go wrong with that, can you? Mission Impossible Fallout, without its characterization, this film would be nothing. It is such a well-developed screenplay. Maybe these 6 months of the ankle break really helped the film mature a lot more into an amazing piece of cinema, and it's going to please critics and audiences, which is very rare these days. I would highly recommend you go and see it, guys. It is probably one of the best films you're going to see this summer, if not this year. Out in UK cinemas right now, go see it. My written review is on my website, www.thatmovieguyUK.wordpress.com, and I will have a video discussing the Venice Festival lineup soon, and the 2001 Beyond 50 videos are all coming up in the next few days, I hope, as well, so keep an eye out for them. And obviously, diolch danke, obrigado, merci beaucoup, arigato, dankeschön, bitteschön, all the shuns, and obviously, never change.